Hey, you all. I hope you all are having a good morning so far. I wanted to pop on here. It's something I read this morning, which is the quote that I put there, which simply talks about, um, the way that you speak. And not necessarily always the way that you speak is essential, like what you're actually saying out of your mouth, but also what you're saying and actually doing those things, and also what you're saying in your head too. So the quote is, the choice is yours. Your life can be transformed by changing what comes out of your mouth. And simply, we all know this, like when you say stuff to people, they react to it, right? And so when you say stuff to yourself, or when you say something and you don't do it, though, your body, your mind is going to react to that as well. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are going around speaking something, you have to do it. Because if you speak it and you don't do it, you're going to prove to yourself that you're a liar. And you're going to fall back on those lies constantly. And I'm just talking from my own personal experiences here, you all. It's a lot easier for you to say something than to follow up and actually do the thing that you say. And what happens, I think, is that as you're saying these things and you're not following up, you just start to fall into that routine. And if you go back to Monday and talk about discipline, and what I talked about in my Monday motivation, you'll kind of see a little bit of what I'm talking about here. So if you all are hopping on here, I'm not going to make this too long, but I do want to say hi to everyone who's popping on. Drop me an emoji about how your morning's gone so far. Let me know how the rest of your day is going to go. Hashtag live, hashtag replay, just kind of leave a couple of comments there, and feel free to share these videos too. These videos are totally, I make them public so then they can be shared with anyone who you think it's going to help. Because what I'm doing is I'm just kind of speaking to myself, and I'm speaking to the person that I used to be, and kind of just reiterating to myself some stuff, and this is one of the big things. It seems like such a simple thing. You start talking good about yourself to yourself, and good things are going to happen, but it's a lot easier said than done. I think what happens is that it's so much easier for you to start thinking negatively. So basically what I'm talking about is kind of like something bad happens to you. And this is something I used to do all the time. I'd be like, well, that's just by luck. Well, no, it's not. Bad stuff happens to everyone. Bad stuff's going to happen to you all of the time. Bad stuff happens to me all the time still too, but I try to stay positive and I try to stay strong, and that's what my positive affirmation is today, right on my planner, is I am strong. And that's one of the things that I have to struggle with. I have depression. I have anxiety. So a lot of times when negative stuff happens to me, I would fall down this tumbling like hill, like a snowball. And I would pick up each new feeling, and each one of those feelings would just become more and more overwhelming. And what I've learned to do is be strong and use my positive thinking, my positive self-speak, and actually act upon the way that I'm speaking when I talk to you all, and do the things that I'm talking about. And it's taught me to just get over those difficult things and find some answer. Find the positivity out of the negative. Learn from your failures. Learn from your mistakes. And it gives me so much more strength to continue to carry on. So it's really wild the way that those things kind of happen. You can either snowball in one direction and have negative self-speak and really go in that negative direction, and next thing you know, you're just constantly thinking everything bad is your fault and it's your responsibility. Or you can go in the positive direction and you can start feeling that everything that's good is your responsibility and your fault. Like, this is actually happening because you're going that direction, and you're proving to yourself that that's possible. So that's what I really just want to get across, is make sure that you're looking over the way that you're talking to yourself and the way that you're talking. If you're out there and you're talking this positive game, but then you're constantly feeling negative, you need to find something else. Find positive motivation. Reach out to somebody who can help you. Or just start, walking the walk if you're going to talk the talk. Because the problem is if you are out there doing one thing and then you're not doing it here and here, then you're lying to yourself and you're proving to yourself that you're that type of person. But if you're out there saying something and you're doing that same thing and you're really sticking to your guns to do that same thing, you're proving to yourself that you're that positive person you're trying to be. So make sure that you are, if you're talking the talk, you're walking the walk, is basically what this is all about. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Feel free to share this, watch the replay. Drop me, like I said, drop me an emoji of how your day is going or how your day is gonna go. And just remember, these are just ideas. These are just thoughts that I'm thinking. These are things that I would have, probably have ignored when I was in the past too. So I understand if this stuff just goes in one ear and out the other. But I hope that maybe it lands with a couple of people and it helps them understand how to change their lives for the better, the way that I'm doing. And I'm by no means imperfect. I constantly am struggling with these things. And that's why I like to do these videos, is so that I can put these things out there, not only for you all, but also for myself as well. So thanks you all for watching. Feel free to watch the replay. We'll see y'all soon. Good morning, Kaylee. Watch the replay. I think this one was a good one, but sometimes I don't even know because I just kind of go. I have a couple of notes and I just kind of go and I just speak from the mind because I just want to try and help as many people as possible. So thanks y'all. Love y'all. Have a good day.